Ever since I became a dad about 2 months ago, I've been on the hunt for the perfect family SUV. And I gotta be honest with you guys, the Kia platform never crossed my mind. It's not because they don't make great cars or quality cars, it's just there isn't too much hype around it. You remember when the Kia Stinger came out about 2 to 3 years ago? It was a fantastic car, refreshing, exciting, but after a few weeks, the hype went away. And beside me is the all-new 2020 Kia Telluride. Today, we're looking at the SX trim line, sitting at around 51 grand in the Canadian market. There's the SX Limited and SX Limited with Napa leather right above it. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I am very, very impressed. The name Telluride is a town in Colorado. It's famous for its ski resort, but did you know back in the 1800s, it's a town used to mine gold. And I honestly think that Kia struck gold when they came out with the all-new Telluride. The exterior design of the Kia Telluride is probably one of the most exciting and refreshing design for a family SUV, combining styling of the Range Rover and the previous generation of the Cadillac Escalade, especially with the name Telluride right here, very signature of the Range Rover platform. Below you have the, again, Kia signature Tiger Nose grille, but did you know it extended all the way here in the windshield? Similar dip right here. Very cool, right? Small details matter, and I appreciate it when manufacturer does these things. And beside that, you have the very nice boxy headlights, again, very signature of the Cadillac Escalade. Surrounding the projector halogens, you have the daytime running light done in the amber color, and below it, you have a pair of fake vents for the added aesthetics of the front bumper. To finish it off, we have a pair of LED fog lights. Now this Telluride is about 197 inches long, pretty comparable to the other SUVs in its class, but once you get inside, it's actually quite comfortable and spacious. Now the ground clearance is about 8 inches. I think this is perfect if you want to take your family camping. To finish off the exterior, on the rear bumper, you have the additional badging of the Telluride and very signature inverted L-shaped LED taillights. And because we're at the SX trim line, this car is all-wheel drive. Opening up the trunk, the current height is a little bit too low for me because I'm tall. Simply raise the height up. Hold the trunk button for about 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And there you go. It is now at the desired height. Let's test that out. And bam, there you go. Looking at the rear trunk with the third row seat up, you have about 21 cubic feet of space. Perfect size for a stroller and pretty much nothing else. To fold these seats down, simply pull the straps over here. And right here, you have about 46 cubic feet of storage. And to fold the second row seats, simply press these buttons over here. And now you have 87 cubic feet of storage. Very spacious. I think you can put furniture here as well. So a lot of configurations to suit whatever you need. You can get additional storage by simply lifting up this compartment over here. You can not only elevate your depth of your storage on your third row seats, but also hide some stuff away here from the general public. Not only the exterior of the Telluride is exciting, the interior is just as refreshing. I mean, for one, for the SX trim line, I do have espresso leather interior. With the SX Limited, with Napa, you can get Napa leather if you want the additional comfort. And I gotta say, guys, this is very, very comfortable. Steering wheel in leather, handles very nicely. Up ahead, I have my driving information. And this car wins me over with its safety features. Very nice and family oriented. To my left, I do have my memory seats, power adjustable seat options, and this car is equipped with Harman Kardon premium audio system, very crisp. And right now I'm driving, I don't hear too much additional outside road noise, probably because of the Michelin tires and the way the build quality is in the Telluride. And I think the Kia platform has definitely stepped up and attracted me. I mean, I do think that you guys need to get inside the Kia vehicles to not only impress yourself, but also gain knowledge on these cars existing for a great, great price. For the SX trim line, you have the 10.25-inch display over here for your infotainment system, touchscreen with kind of the BMW-like that you can alternate your gadgets to display whatever you want. Right now I have it set on navigation, on trip information, and on weather. And one very key important feature over here on the Telluride is the driver talk. Similar feature we found in the Pilot, so you can hit talk now, and everyone behind you will hear you talking, so you don't have to turn your head. Very important, especially if you have kids, so they can hear you crystal clear. Below it, you have your climate control done with aluminum buttons, very nice, with some nice wood panels here on the passenger side. Now this car does have dual zone climate control, heated steering wheel, heated and ventilated seats, and I do believe with the SX Limited trim line, you can have heated and ventilated seats for your second row. In the middle, big compartment for your wireless charging. I think is very important for me to have, especially you don't want to be distracted while you're driving. And one really good feature on this car I just noticed is that whenever you use your turn indicator signal, it shows the camera beside it, kind of like the lane watch from the Honda platform. And it does that on both left and right turn signal. Additional information to keep you safe on the road. Now this car is powered by a 3.8 liter GDI gasoline direct injection engine, pairing that to an 8-speed automatic transmission and an all-wheel drive because we're at the SX trim line. And some people may say that the throttle response is a little bit sluggish, but pairing that to this 8-speed automatic transmission, I think is very smooth. I don't want the car to be punchy every time I touch the throttle, and this is a family-oriented vehicle, so I do think that this throttle response for me suits perfectly, especially for a family SUV. So in my opinion, well done. Now, if you do want to have a little bit of fun once you drop off the kids, there are different driving modes on the Kia Telluride. So first, it is slapped on the comfort mode whenever you start up the vehicles. Below, you have your Eco, Sport, and finish up with the Smart. So let's try out the Sport mode right here and see what kind of difference we get once we open up the road a little bit. I'm actually going to turn in right here. Oh, I just love this function. Every time you signal, whether it's left or right, you get additional information from your screen right in front of you. So let's try out the sports mode. I'm going to tap my foot down on the throttle. So having a sports mode, it definitely revs a lot faster and quicker and allows you to drive all the way up to 6,500 RPMs. You do have some kind of a feedback noise from the engine, pretty cool, a little bit noisy. You know me, I drive a 370, I like noisy cars, so pretty good feeling. And beside it, you do have your terrain management system. So if you do want to take your family out to a camping ground or off-roading, you have your snow, mud, and sand selections for your terrain management system. Below it, you have your auto start and stop and your auto hold function. Very nice and enjoyable, especially that everyone's back to work and our daily commute is going to be back to normal, so these will definitely save you a lot of legwork. In the front, you do have your driver's sunroof and your monorail for your second and third row seating, and I'm very impressed with the whole over interior space and the design of it. So for the second row, I can sit very comfortably, and if I push up a little bit, I can seat very comfortably in the third row as well. But if I do push the seat all the way back for the second row, my legs are very limited and it's not comfortable at all. One cool holdover feature is how many cup holders there are in this car. I mean, 2 in the front, 2 in the middle, side water bottle holders in the doors, and rear you have about 4 additional cup holders. Again, I think this car is very family oriented and it's a great addition for anyone with large families, because you all know how kids get. I don't know how kids get because my son is only 2 months old, but once he reaches that age where he's going to be throwing stuff and touching stuff, having a lot to carry, these cup holders I believe will be a huge lifesaver. So overall, I'm really glad I took this car out today. I mean, I would have never even considered Kia vehicles or even thought about Kia vehicles until I've driven one. I mean, for 51 grand, I think this car packs a lot of value, luxury, and especially the safety features that I mentioned earlier. So what do you guys think? Do you think you would spend 51 grand? Of course, this is Canadian for the Kia Telluride at the SX trim line. You pretty much have everything. With 10 awards here won in the North American market, this SUV has definitely won my heart over today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and let's ColdStart once again.